Most people have been taught that aging moves in one direction only, forward, downward, a gradual wearing away of the body, as if time itself were a force of erosion. But this was never the full truth. What modern science is now uncovering is something the ancient world always understood. The body is not designed to decay endlessly. It is designed to renew itself, when given the right conditions. Inside you, at this very moment, there is a quiet accumulation taking place. Fragments of damaged proteins, exhausted mitochondria, cellular remnants that have finished their purpose but were never cleared. Imagine a sacred temple where the lamps are never cleaned, where ash is allowed to gather in the corners year after year. The structure remains standing, but the air grows heavy, the light dims, the walls weaken from within. This is what we experience as aging. Not time passing, but residue remaining. Science has a name for this state: cellular senescence. Ancient traditions had another word for it: stagnation. What's rarely spoken of is this: the body was built with a purification fire, a hidden process that dissolves what is no longer useful, recycles what can be redeemed, and restores order from within. Not by adding something new, but by removing what does not belong. Modern life, however, has buried the entrance to this inner fire. Constant feeding, constant stimulation, constant urgency. The switch still exists. Most people simply never touch it. In the sacred edition, we do not force change. We create conditions and allow the body to remember. To understand how to activate this process, we must first understand why it remains dormant. You are not only fed by food, you are fed by noise, by light, by urgency, by information that never rests. From morning until night, the body is asked to digest, not just meals, but stress, alerts, emotion, pressure. The nervous system does not distinguish between a flashing screen and a predator in the dark. Both demand response, and when the body is responding, it cannot restore. There are only two states: engagement and repair. Healing does not occur in effort, it occurs in absence. The ancients understood this intuitively. Tibetan, Taoist, and Vedic texts describe a refined state of the body, sometimes called the golden body, sometimes the diamond body, where the flesh no longer deteriorates as expected. These were dismissed as metaphor until science caught up. In 2016, researcher Yoshinori Osumi received the Nobel Prize for describing a process already known to life itself: autophagy. The word means self-eating, but this is not destruction. It is intelligent renewal. During autophagy, the cell carefully dismantles its damaged parts, burns them as a fuel, and rebuilds itself with greater efficiency. Nothing is wasted. Everything is transformed. This is not healing in the conventional sense. It is regeneration. When this process is active, inflammation quiets, cellular damage declines. Even the markers of biological aging begin to reverse. The monks were not resisting time. They were cooperating with biology. In the sacred edition, we approach this not as a challenge, but as a ritual, a simple, deliberate structure known here as the 16-8 reset. Not a diet, not a punishment, a daily return to balance. First, the pause. Each day, you allow the body a 16-hour window where nothing enters except water. No calories, no stimulation meant to provoke digestion. This window creates silence. And in silence, repair begins. Choose an 8-hour period for nourishment that feels natural to your life. The body does not require perfection, only consistency. Around the 12th to 14th hour, something subtle happens. A sensation often mistaken for hunger. This is not deprivation. It is ignition. The body has shifted from receiving to clearing, from building to restoring. In the sacred edition, discomfort is not an enemy. It is a signal. You do not fight it. You observe it. You allow it to pass, as waves always do. And to support this process, there is one final key: breath. Stress interrupts renewal. Calm deepens it. When the body feels safe, it repairs more completely. Use the breath as an amplifier. Inhale quietly through the nose for 4 counts. Hold for 7. Release slowly for 8. 3 cycles are enough to remind the nervous system that nothing is chasing you, that this moment is protected. In that state, the inner fire burns cleanly. You are not aging because time is cruel. You are aging because the body has been denied rest. You are not broken. You are full. And when fullness gives way to space, the body remembers its original design. Practice this for 7 days, not to prove anything, but to notice. Notice the lightness, the clarity, the subtle return of vitality that was never truly lost. This is not belief. This is biology, honored through ritual. If this knowledge feels familiar, it is because you have known it before. The switch has always been there. This is simply the moment you touch it again. Once the body remembers how to cleanse itself, something unexpected begins to happen. You realize this process is not only physical. As the cellular debris clears, a different kind of weight lifts. Thoughts soften. Emotions lose their sharp edges. The mind becomes less crowded. This is not coincidence. The same biological noise that accelerates aging also fragments awareness. When the body is constantly digesting, defending, reacting, the mind follows the same pattern, always reaching, always bracing. But when repair begins, presence returns. Ancient traditions taught that the body and mind are not separate systems. They are reflections of the same rhythm. When one enters stillness, the other follows. This is why those who practiced long fasting rituals spoke of clarity, insight, even visions. Not because something mystical was added, but because something unnecessary was removed. In the sacred edition, we do not chase transcendence. We create space and allow it to emerge. During your fasting window, notice how your attention changes, how urges rise and fall without being obeyed. Each wave you allow to pass strengthens a deeper authority within you.